What is an estuary?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
It's a river that leads into the ocean. So it's like partly salt water and partly fresh water.
A lot of people are unfamiliar with this term, estuary. It's an arm of the sea. It's where a freshwater river meets the saltwater sea and mixes and mingles.
The Hudson Valley is home to one of the most diverse estuaries in the world. It stretches 153 miles from Troy to the New York Harbor, home to 200 species of fish, a myriad of birds, amphibians, and many other species that depend on it, including us.
Native Americans referred to it as Mahi-Kanatuk, and that basically meant a river that flows both ways.
Very attached to the Hudson River.
It's got a lot of history to it.
And I see a lot of future for it, yeah.
It's a very special place.
But we're only 14% of the state of New York by geography, but 85% of the species that are found in New York are found here in the watershed of the Hudson River Estuary.
The Hudson River Estuary Program was created in 1987 to help people enjoy, protect, and revitalize the Hudson River and its valley. We have so many different programs with a huge variety of partners. We work on water and land, and people often ask us why.
We realize that you can't just focus on one community, on one issue, because everything's connected, and everything's connected through water.
Let's start with the river itself. The Hudson River Estuary Program first began to help the fisheries, and that work continues today.
Our fisheries crew will be out there when the fish are coming in to spawn, and they'll put a tag in them, an electronic tag that allows us to follow the movement of that fish.
There's another program that engages people who fish. Anglers keep a diary where they record the striped bass that they catch, and they return those data to our Hudson River Fisheries Unit, and that can in turn help them with managing the fishery.
But early on, we learned that we cannot protect the fish without protecting its entire habitat, and that means clean water. Industrialization throughout the 20th century polluted the Hudson, and though it is much improved today, the work continues.
A lot of our projects are focused on the river itself, but you can't protect a river unless you also protect the land around the river.
Whatever happens on the land, what people use on their lawns at home, the pesticides, the fertilizers, is getting into the streams and moving into the ecosystem of the Hudson.
In order to protect the river, we also need to protect the streams and tributaries which flow into the Hudson.
The Hudson River has a lot of tributaries. Tributaries are these feeder streams that all connect together to form the Hudson River.
The Trees for Trips, or Trees for Tributaries program, offers free trees and shrubs for planting along streams to help improve water quality, to help prevent erosion.
Which is why so many of our programs also reach up into communities and landscapes in the watershed.
What is a watershed?
A watershed?
I'm sure I've heard it before, but
I have no idea. A watershed is the area that drains into the river.
The watershed means the land around the estuary, and that's where we, the people of the Hudson Valley, live.
There's about 260 individual municipalities, cities, villages, and towns. One of the reasons I love working with communities is there are so many committed volunteers, and they just care so deeply.
We train community leaders and give grants for projects such as updating sewage systems, conserving natural habitats, and building for climate resilience.
We work with a lot of partners like academic partners and nonprofit organizations, other state agencies, really with the shared goal of restoring the Hudson River Estuary.
The idea is putting resources in the hands of the people of the Hudson River so that they can best protect and, just as importantly, enjoy the resources that the Hudson River and its watershed provide.
With love for the Hudson often comes a desire to give back. So we have citizen scientist and volunteer opportunities that help people become a steward of the estuary.
One of the other programs that I'm especially involved in is the Amphibian Migration and Road Crossings Project. There's a group of amphibians that live in the forest, but they breed in these temporary wetlands called vernal pools. And when they make this journey, there's a lot of mortality when they're crossing roads.
Come on.
Volunteers help them move to safety.
The first step is inspiration. You need to know what is the problem, what can I do about it. You have to develop a sense of ownership and make sure that people actually care about the problem. So we have education.
One of our education programs is the Hudson River Eel Project.
Oh, look at this. Look at these eels. Look at those.
We train people who are not traditional scientists to check nets that are set up every spring. It's a great way where we have gotten young people involved in river science at a very early level.
Working with local communities and partners like Scenic Hudson, we have created dozens of access points to ensure that everyone gets to enjoy the river.
Some swim in the Hudson in some of our swimming beaches. People boat on the river, enjoy fishing. There's some communities that even drink water from the Hudson River.
The Hudson River Estuary Program is what state government is supposed to be. Their staff have insights that allow municipalities and nonprofits to move forward on projects, and they give money to help actually get projects done.
Just as the estuary we protect is an interconnected ecosystem, so is our program. From providing trainings and grants to helping communities adapt to sea level rise, only the future can tell what's next.
We'll get there eventually. The Hudson River, it does deliver. The public has come to a deep affection for the river. Its life and its rhythms, its tides. And that is very hopeful.
The Hudson is always evolving, it's always changing, but our connection to the river is what binds us together. That's the common thread for all of us.
We'll get where we're going, we'll get there eventually. Me and you and all of us too will get there eventually.